Okay, seems to be working now. Okay, and that taken care of, let's start. So I just kind of put myself here. I'm speaking now. If you can't hear me, there's a problem. All right, good. So I guess I go to the fork. Well, that's cool. So, we're skipping ahead a bit just because we have Chapter 8 done and we don't quite have the end path of Chapter 7 done. But we're going to be working on both, so it helps with feedback if I do Chapter 8. And by talking about this, you have time to read this entrance text, hopefully. So, let's go. This is the path to Chapter 8. And I've been through this level before, and part of the gimmick is figuring out which rooms you can even get done. It's kind of a mix. There's water skippers and soldiers and stuff. So it's mostly themed on things that interact with water. It's not a formal lesson, but it does have a bit of a theme to it. Anyway, this does not look like a promising place to start, does it? And if we go here, those guys make fluff. Spiders are another thing that show up several times here. So the idea here is we want spiders to hold this down. So we want to make a path with these rafts. Hold on, my window's a little out of alignment. Okay. Let me see if I can remember how I did this. Oh yeah, I remember now. This is a fairly simple example of platform Tetris. Now, okay. Yeah, that one was harder than this, I would say. Now, you may notice a hole, but very conveniently, there's a couple of puffs over here. And now we have ice to fill the hole. Oh, now I remember. I need to keep that puff with me to get through the briar. So we'll just do this. And there, we solved a room. And we can't do anything in this room from this entrance. Thanks, it's good to be back. Okay, so this is a little bit different. So the trick is that we have to get the puff to hit the skipper when the fuse reaches that point, and that puts out the fuse. And that makes the stalwart leave to go and deal with the nest. Then we can light the fuse and open these doors. So now we've got to handle this room. Okay, so... Now let's check out this challenge scroll, which is keep the stalwart alive. So I think to do that we have to delay getting the horde. Yeah, but but it's not really a problem. Looks like I'm under a time limit, actually. Oh no, the problem... seems to be that this guy messes up, that when a skipper joins from that side, it messes up the timing. Okay, I just seem to keep me getting stuck here. Okay, one nest down. Uh, it isn't that bad, but there are definitely some ways to mess up easily. Okay, actually, I think I want to keep one skipper. Or one nest. Not for that guy. Only sort of. Okay, I actually need the soldier to stay there. Okay, so this part's kind of picky. That would just create new problems. I just need the soldier to kill this nest, which requires going through this long passageway. Okay, now he'll go there. That puff's gonna be a problem. Yeah, It can, but it's not going to stay there very easily. Okay, now the soldier can get out of the way. And I can kill that, and where did the puff go? Yeah, I think I am not a fan of that puff mechanism being able to just get interfered with. It doesn't feel like part of the puzzle at all. It's just kind of an extra enforcement thing. Okay, well, its attention is on the spider at least. I'm fine with the basic, protect the stalwart part, but all these extra things they could probably be. It feels like there's a lot of extra things that don't really add much to the room, and just kind of make it more complicated. Okay, now yeah, but the problem is you can have a perfectly good solution where we can have things go perfectly fine. Okay. So we just have to survive the puffs a little while to get to this room. And now this is a little bit annoying. I have to wait here for a while. Yes. Okay, so my plan is to time things so Half is here on turn 30. And then 1, 2. Alright, so that stopped Half, and after a while the puff is going to go here. Alright, so now the puff is here. And now it's here, and I'm just gonna and then in the final timeline, the puff should take out the nest by now. Okay, it should definitely be gone by now.
Got it.
Okay, and this is fine. No, wait, I want it here. Alright, while I was doing that, the other timeline probably took care of the puff, but just in case.
Got it.
Okay, wait, 2.
Got it. Got it. Going. Got it. Hey, I'm blocked.
Oh, I wanted to wait I wanted to wait one more turn, I guess.
Got it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to re-record a bunch. Okay, where I got confused is that at the end of the turn, health is going to be here at the end of this turn. And let me just confirm that before I do a whole bunch of recording again.
Going. Now I can't get there.
Alright, good. Okay, so turn 5, the puff is here, and now the puff is here. And we'll get health moving again. So on this turn, the puff's going to be here. Maybe we want to stall that just to make it easier, but that isn't really a concern in this recording. All right.
Going. Got it. Now I can't get there.
Get the door.
Not possible.
Oh, I messed that one up.
Door.
Got it.
Need to keep him out of health's way. And now Hal should have crossed. Alright, I think that's good.
Going. Going. Hey, I'm blocked. Going.
Okay. And because we changed that tile into ice, the sword position is different. So he hits the orb. Yeah, we could try to deal with those guys, but yeah, it's easier to just leave this way. And now we can reach this room. So we've got that spider there. I think it's fine. So, the trick here is it's all where you start from, which is to say you do this. Think that might just be all you need the soldier for. And then for the second part, and now the spider and citizen are stuck on each other, so no need to worry about pressure plates getting hit. And we needed to clear this room because otherwise that puff would be drawn to a spider over here and get killed by the fire trap. Instead, we can loot her over here. So it takes care of the briar and gives us a path to that orb. And now we can do this room. Yep, pretty much. There is some pretty important positioning tricks to do, though. Okay, let's save a turn for one thing. I was able to sneak in before. There we go. Now let's see if we can take out that one in the corner, because it keeps being really annoying. No, it's definitely hard enough. Okay, I seem to be stuck in... Okay, making progress. I think they mostly just get killed, but I guess they could serve as a useful distraction. Okay, I think we're past the hard part. Okay, just got that one portion of the room to get to. Okay. And it turns out we just had to clear that one room. So here we are in Chapter 8's hub. Alright. So this is set up so you have to do the first half before you finish, before you can start the second half. To make things simple, going to start a level. Well, I'm going to look around first. I'm going to note that this hub room is pretty ridiculous to beat. But, well, this is a level that, I know how to handle. It's all the tar stuff. So, I made a lot of the rooms on this level, but not all of them. And many of them I made during Nadrod Archimo, or they're modified based on one. So this is a pretty tricky room, and it always takes me a bit to remember how to do it, because I just kind of improvise the shape. Is that okay? Let's try cutting from the other side and see how that works. Yeah, so there isn't a lot of cutting you can do as mod, and I think this part is right. Can't remember what I did on this part. Okay, yeah, and the walls here really make things tricky, because they remove some useful places to cut. Yeah, I think the left side is correct. Okay, what if I cut over here? I'm just gonna see. Okay, so this is a way to get rid of this blob. So maybe we have, yeah, maybe we actually. Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, this one always takes me a little trial and error. but it's not too bad overall. Okay, so here, this was me starting with a very different room, and then trying to make a puzzle that was vaguely similar to it. So you start by basically this is a mechanism where you can only hit 2 of these plates, and you have to do that to free up spots to put decoys. Well, that's up to you. Okay. Oh yeah, there's plenty of it. Okay, so did I break something? Because I'm pretty sure this isn't supposed to... Okay, but... Right, but I figured by trying it out I could get a sense of what I was aiming for with this level. Because I don't entirely remember the solution, but I vaguely remember it. So I'm just kind of messing around to try and... Yeah, okay. And help figure out the constraints. Okay. So yeah, the idea is that we need to split off two opposite corners. And I remember there being a couple of minor tricks. That's a good point. And yeah, I see what cubic is getting at. Because we need to split. Alright, so we need to split off 1/4, and we need to split off one side somewhere. That's what we need to do. Now this immediately splits a corner, so that's a possibility. That should be easy enough to add. Okay, so this is way too many decoys, probably. Yeah, we only have 2 left. So what if we tried this one? You could also do something like this in that upper left corner. And the arrows on the pressure plates are so you can't put decoys on them. Alright, let's see if this works. I'm good. No, you've got a good point there. I'll check if I can find a break if I remove them. Okay, right, so we need to break this in the middle of the wall too, okay. So we're basically looking for which 2 fire traps to take us the fewest decoys to both hit the middle of the wall, to both open up a gap in the walls and to reach the center. Yeah. Now, as we saw before, that should be very workable if we get the right setup. Yep, and I think I just figured out the main trick, or remembered, which is that you want to do something like this. See, now we've got our gaps, and we use way fewer decoys. All right, I think this should work. Not quite, but we're very close. Okay, that's not quite it, but I definitely think we're on the right track with what we're doing here. Alright, so that's just the same thing. Oh wait, now I remember. We cut this corner, and that gives us access to both walls. That's one of the tricks. And that should save us one decoy, which will let us and yeah, that saved us one decoy, so now we can access both sides. Yeah, so the original version of this room was too easy, but this was what I came up with for making it trickier. And, well, it seems to have worked. And, I'm gonna see about doing somebody else's room first. Okay, yeah, this room is pretty tricky. Alright. Yeah, right. So here's the room Mauve Butterfly made. I tweaked it a little bit, but that was just to stop putting decoys in the corners. We could maybe make this a bit more convenient. Alright. So the easy one is we put this here, and no tar babies will grow on this. Yeah, no mud will grow on this pressure plate. But we also need mud to be able to grow into these four corners, and yet at the same time we need to be able to access the mother. I don't remember what other tricks I did. But the main one is you can blow up. Actually, I'm just wondering, do I need to do anything besides this? Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, the other thing is we have to get a mud... is we have to... cover this plate on our way out. Which I think just means bringing a bunch of mud... at least one mud baby with us. But we also have to keep the other plates covered. I'm not sure if this is going to work out, but I'm going to try and see how it goes. Right, so now so we do definitely want to do some degree of this. At least I think so. But we're also going to want to try and do some of this. Just because that'll make it easier to get into the corners. Except, no, we want mud, but we can maybe regrow it. I think the big thing is we want to be able to turn this into a mud block that we can split into two. Just to get in the way, I think. You can't get them out of there. Yeah, they're just on the floor. Okay. Okay, that does not work if... But it could if I timed it at the... Yeah, but... What I was aiming to do was have it grow here. Well, this is what I did before. I'm gonna... Okay, so I can definitely clear out the babies. Well, you could just keep that one mirror. Alright, it turned out that this worked. Okay, so that's one solution. And let's see, what's up here? Okay, this leads to a secret move room. This leads to one of my rooms that's based on one of Uncopy's rooms. So why don't I go... or inspired by, at least. So the idea is we need a baby to be able to go on each of these sides. Well, the point is that you have to keep mud in the corners, which definitely does make things trickier in an interesting way. Okay. And we took care of that part. That's the hard one. And that one's basically just there for symmetry. Anyway, I made that room after looking at the original version of this room, but it actually has a very different theme. This room is basically about the fact... Well, it's like this. These plates, they have to go in a certain order. This one has to go first. I think. Alright. Alright, so this orb can't go off. So these plates have to be triggered at the same time until this is destroyed. Yeah, basically. So we're trying to get the tar and the mud to switch corners for start. Actually, I think it's going to be easier if we let the mud grow out. Yeah, this is pretty tricky. Okay, we're going to try and get the mud to grow to here, I think. And we'll let the tar grow down, but try to keep it in. Okay, now this is under control. Oh, right. There's a green door in there for no particularly good reason. I can deal with it. Don't ask me, ask on copy. Alright. And you can thank Pearls for this challenge. I'm not going to show it right now. Right, and here's a secret version where you have less space to work with. You can't do that thing I did with the mud, but... Alright, so here's a tricky puzzle. But one that should be pretty quick, and I'll probably stop after this. So I think the key, basically, the idea here is that you get one cut as gel, one is tar, one is mud. And this is a black door, so you've got to clear this. And the eyes are just to prevent you from going on the outer ring, which is just meant to be for decoy placement. That was actually quicker than I thought. I guess I remembered the solution too well. Let me do another uncopy room. Which should be, yeah, over here. This was, as far as we could tell, unsolvable at first. And it needs checkpoints. I see that immediately. I think I messed up. He was here just today, talking about Patrick's spare box. Yeah, I did not leave myself a space where I can cut that last one from. Yeah, alright, let's try saving the right side for last. For those tricky cut, yeah, we. Actually, I think we want to avoid being in that situation at all. Yes, although initially we're not sure it was. Actually, I think we want the top last. But we also don't want to clear it in the way that we did. Okay, so I think we can do this part, but not this part. Yes, it's symmetrical, but the rest of the room isn't, and we really need that block. And there we go, and... So, yeah, that was fairly tricky. And, I'm just gonna run around level a bit, show the other rooms. This room, is kind of complicated. I started putting it together and it ended up looking like this. And that room involves some... Yeah, I'm just going to show the rest of the level off. I might actually do one room that leads to another room. And here is a secret by Mauve Butterfly, and I haven't actually solved it, so maybe next time I will. Alright, so this is a little mini puzzle I put together, and so you use the decoys for protection. And the trick here is you skip ahead. And that leads to this room, which is currently a secret, but we might change that. I do like this little corridor, but, it should have something at the end of it, and maybe that's not the best room. And here we have a little block where I made, this is a puzzle involving only gel. This one involves only tar. This one involves only mud. And this one involves only fluff. And I believe, yes, that's all the rooms. So it's a fairly big level, but there are some pretty simple, pretty quick rooms in there, and also some very tricky ones. So we'll be sorting out which ones are going to stay required, and which ones are going to be secret, and which ones are going to be removed, and yes. Yeah, but it didn't have any tar stuff in it. 2S1W. No, I did not notice that. Oh, right. Now I remember what. Right. I hadn't seen the level since it was added. So, this is a room that was moved from Turbulent Grotto. And it seems we forgot to change the room style, so that's something quick that can be taken care of quickly. But yeah, I think that's all for now. Sorry for the technical difficulties at the start, and thanks for watching.